Besides ViewChild decorator, you also have the ViewChildren one, very similar to the content children in the sense that you can access several elements instead of only one. But as before, in this case it works only with child views. To show you how to use it, I will add a second simple alert view in my main view template. I open app component HTML and I will replace the timer ended alert with my simple alert view. So I can remove this, and here I can do app simple alert view, and here I will set the title property timer ended and the message property your countdown has finished, and I close the simple alert view. This way I have two simple alert views in my app component HTML. Now it also allows me to simplify my controller, because now the management of whether this alert is visible or not is handled directly by a simple alert view. So I open app component TS and I can remove isn't timer alert visible property. I remove this, and of course I will remove also every usage the linter is complaining of. I don't need the hidden timer method anymore because it's done by the alert. In order to show it, instead of using this endTimer alert visible, what I have to do here somehow is to call the endTimer alert show method. But of course, to do so, I'll need the ViewChildren decorator to detect which one is this specific alert in order to use it. So above all, I will replace ViewChild with ViewChildren. I change also the decorator call for ViewChildren. These ViewChildren are still of type simple alert view component, but I'm gonna call them alerts ending with S, and now this won't be of class simple alert view component, but it will become a query list of simple alert view components. As always, I have to import the QueryList class. It is here, QueryList from Angular Core. And now I can show the content of the query list in the lifecycle event ngAfterViewInit looping around the list. So I create the method ngAfterViewInit. I have to implement the interface AfterViewInit. AfterViewInit. I need to import it also, and back to the method I write this.alerts. This is the property with my list of alerts. Dot for each to loop through the list. And then I pass an arrow function that gets the element item, and then I cancel log it. I can remove everything inside AfterContentInit because the single alert property doesn't exist anymore. And if I go to see the result, in the console output, I got two simple alert view components. The first one with visible false, the message I said before, your countdown has finished, and the title. And the original simple alert view component that at this point only have the isVisible property set to false, because now I'm not updating its title and message from code. That's what I did before inside AfterContentInit. Of course, like you saw before, if I try to manipulate any of my alerts inside the alert view init, like calling for example item.show, I can see in the browser how I get an error. I have shown both alerts as expected, but with an error. Remember, I got this because of the double duty check run by the development server. This will not happen to you in production, but as working like this is undesired, I will show you how to solve this error. First, you'll probably think, okay, I move everything to the AfterContentInit and problem solved. Nice move, but QueryList, that is what I have inside alerts, it's not ready at this point in AfterContentInit. So doing that, you will get another different error. So the recommended way to solve this is to work anyway in the AfterViewInit event, but telling Angular that a change has been made and it has to check it. You will probably remember the change detection ref I showed you in the change detection strategy section. That's exactly what you need now. Inside class constructor, I'm going to inject this dependency, private cdref, change detector ref. Of course, I import the dependency, change detector ref here, and now I will use it inside AfterViewInit to tell Angular to detect changes. Before showing both alerts, what I will do is just define the content of the empty alert. So I remove this, and inside these alerts for each, I do if it is not true that item.title. In this case, I understand it is the second alert, the empty one, then I set the properties item.title equals hi, and also item.message, that is going to be hello world. And after the condition, I show the element so both alerts are shown, item.show. So I've changed those elements, and now I use the change detector ref to notify Angular that it has to detect those changes. This cdref.detect changes. At this point, if you go to the browser to see the results, let's refresh it so you can see the behavior from the beginning. As you can see, both alerts are shown, no error happened, and also my second alert displays this hi hello world content I have added by code, and of course the other one with timer ended your kernel has finished that I defined directly in the template of the parent component. Anyway, of course, I don't want to show all those alerts at the beginning, so I go back to after view init and remove the show method. What I want to do is to show the first alert every time a countdown ends. I can use several strategies to do so, but the simple one will be to search for the first element, because as you can see, the simple alert view with the message timer ended has been defined before the others, so it will be the first in the list. I move to show when timer alert method, that is where I want to show the alert, and I do this.alerts.first. As you can see, the query list have this property .show. If you go now to see the results, you can click play on some timer, the countdown starts, and by when it arrives to the end, the alert timer ended your countdown has finished is shown, and when I click OK, it closes itself. Let's make a short recap of this video. I added a second simple alert view component to my view, and to access them by code, I use the ViewChildren decorator. That allows me to access components of some kind inside my view, and also filter, map, and loop between them thanks to the QueryList object. I have also used the change detector ref, passed by dependency injection, in order to prevent errors when manipulating objects in my QueryList inside ngAfterViewInit method, by telling Angular to be aware of those changes.